Williamson, Matt Berry. We're getting loose on the deuce for the next hour
Wow,
here
love that.
on ESPN2. Luka and LeBron everywhere. Offense, defense. 7 consecutive wins for the Lakers. They're looking good. That's probably a scary sign for most of the league. We'll check in on them, what they have to do tonight in an all-time matchup from yesteryear between the Lakers and Knicks.
Here's the thing, Matt. They're not the only ones rising in the West right now. The Warriors rolling since the trade deadline. So why is Jimmy Butler saying they're just now turning the corner? We'll head live to Brooklyn ahead of Warriors and Nets.
And Jerry said the Cowboys are all in. Well, they're clearing money to do it. $56 million to be exact. So what now for Dallas? Time to re-sign key players or finally go outside the organization for help.
Plus, with the combine in the rearview mirror, it's time for Mel Kiper to reevaluate what happened. A brand new big board on tap. Is Travis Hunter still at the top, or did anyone make a move ahead this weekend?
I love a Mel Kiper big board. I love a classic basketball matchup. The Luka-LeBron Lakers have found their stride just in time for a throwback tonight in L.A. Knicks, Lakers. L.A. right in a 7-game winning streak, its longest in 4 years. They're 8-2 since trading for Luka, have 17 wins in their last 20. The Knicks are coming off a loss to the Warriors when Karl Anthony Towns was out for personal reasons. But here we go, Lakers starting to take off. Probably a scary thing for the league as we welcome in our NBA reporter, Dave McMenamin. And tonight marks Luka's 10th game, Dave, with LA. He's looked more like himself of late, which is a really good thing for that team. What are they saying about him starting to feel and look comfortable?
Yeah, Matt, here's one stat to show you how much Luka is looking like himself with the Lakers. His last 2 games, 11 three-pointers. His first 7 games with the Lakers, 14 three-pointers. So he's found that rhythm. Now, his self-critique is that he needs to drive more. He doesn't just want to settle for the outside shot, but he's going to be given the option to shoot or to drive or to pass because the Lakers are putting the ball in Luka Doncic's hands. JJ Redick said the other night when the New Orleans Pelicans threw different defense into different defense after Luka, he said that, quote, he solved every riddle. And LeBron James said something that he had told me earlier after they acquired Luka, that the best version of our team is going to have the ball in Luka's hands.
Yeah.
Of course, there'll be times he's on the bench and LeBron runs the offense or Austin Reeves runs the offense, but LeBron is ready to be the guy off the ball looking for those passes from Luka Doncic.
Yeah, and that's one of those things, too, that we had talked about right after the trade happened. Would Luka be comfortable being the focal point with LeBron right there? Would LeBron cede some of that to Luka? And it appears they finally figured that out, which is a good thing. They've also figured out a defense anchored by LeBron. Kind of a surprising revelation since Luka's arrival. What's fueling the Lakers' play on that end of the court?
Yeah, the Lakers' opponent tonight, the New York Knicks, they're kind of known for being that rough and tumble style defense under head coach Tom Thibodeau. But the Lakers actually have adopted that identity this year under JJ Redick. And let me introduce you to the masterpiece known as Vincent Van Doe. Gabe Vincent, Jared Vanderbilt, and Dorian Dodo Finney-Smith, they are bringing the defensive intensity at the point of attack. They are great ball hawks on the perimeter, and their activity level is in some sense masking the defensive deficiencies of some of the other guys on the lineup, but also upping the level of play of the other guys on the lineup. JJ Redick said last week that LeBron James, you may think this sounds crazy to hear this, you haven't been watching the games, but he thinks that LeBron James over the last 6 weeks has been playing an all-NBA defense level on that end.
It's amazing what one move that we thought maybe would build this franchise for the future has done for this team right now. 7 consecutive wins, longest streak in 4 years. They've got the Knicks tonight. Cannot wait to see it. Dave McMenamin with the latest. Dave, thank you.
Matt just said it. The Lakers play the Knicks tonight, a team that just beat New York and is also hitting its stride. The Warriors. Steph Curry had 28 points, 9 assists in that Golden State win over the Knicks on Tuesday. The Warriors improved to 9-1 with Jimmy Butler in the lineup. They're wrapping up a 5-game road trip tonight in Brooklyn, looking for their 4th win. Let's welcome in NBA reporter Om Youngmasuk, who's covering the Warriors. So not to be lost at all on Steph's brilliance is the fact that Golden State is now, as I just mentioned, 9-1 with Jimmy Butler in the lineup. So what are the Warriors saying about their newest addition?
Well, it's incredible. They are 9-1 with Jimmy Butler on the floor, yet they may have found something here in New York. The other night at Madison Square Garden, Steve Kerr said, we are discovering our identity, which is basically to play two ways, not just offense, but really locking down on defense. And that's what they did in the second half against New York. I sat down with Jimmy Butler yesterday at the team hotel, and he told me we are turning the bleeping corner. He said that he believes they have figured out something, and that is how to use him in a different way and a more efficient way. What Steve Kerr's been preaching to the team in a couple film sessions is pass the ball a couple times before you get it into Jimmy, and then let Jimmy do his thing inside, which is really to find an open shooter or get inside and bludgeon the opponent and get to the free throw line. Jimmy Butler says if you don't isolate me and you figure out ways to use me differently, that's when he's at his best, and he thinks that the Warriors have figured out how to use him.
That sounds very scary for other teams out west. The Warriors, by the way, they're outscoring opponents by just under 16 points per game when Butler plays. So Golden State, they continue to surge with Butler. But there are some keys missing with this team, including Jonathan Kuminga. So how close is he to returning?
Jonathan Kuminga's been out for 2 months with a severe right ankle sprain, but he is nearing a return. He is out tonight in Brooklyn, but if he doesn't come back, say on Saturday when they start a long homestand against Detroit, perhaps the next game he could be available, or after that they would then have a two-day break, and then they would play Sacramento. He is nearing return. And look, I think the Warriors believe he's going to bring another different element to the team, a more athletic and explosive element. And really, they are looking forward to Jonathan Kuminga learning from Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler has told me that he looks forward to mentoring Kuminga. They would have another young, athletic, explosive guy coming off the bench, which should only make them even better.
Yeah, it makes it even scarier to play the Warriors. Okay, so for those that do not know, you are a major sneakerhead and you wear a different pair of sneakers to every single game. I want you to give us a sneak peek, and then I also want you to tell us the story about these sneakers.
So on this road trip, I was not supposed to go to Charlotte, but then had to go Charlotte last minute. I only packed enough shoes for a certain amount of games. I wasn't counting on that extra game. So I did just run across the street to Brooklyn to get these Air Jordan 3s nice and crispy for tonight's game.
Wow, a man after my own heart. I'm also a person that goes shopping when I arrive in cities to get shoes, clothes, etc. So you're killing it. Can't wait to see those shoes on you. Thank you so much. And also, yeah, just keep doing the sneaker thing. We'll talk about it.
I can't let the background music.
Chào cả mọi người đã quay trở lại với kênh của mình. Ngày hôm nay mình sẽ tiếp tục hướng dẫn các bạn làm bóng. Và hôm nay của mình sẽ có tiêu đề là vườn dâu. Mọi người, hôm nay vườn là vườn rau. Bây giờ mình sẽ làm